Okay, and I just had supper a couple hours ago, and now we're back. Oh yeah, so we just went shopping. Whoa, that was a huge lag, and when audio started showing up. All right, we all meet up at the agreed spot.
All right, you're all set. Come collect your documents from me at the tavern tomorrow.
Once Saber takes his leave, I notice that the townsfolk appear to be uneasy. A number of them are murmuring and many flit about nervously.
Aren't those royal knights? What are they doing here?
Looks like there's an announcement of some sort.
I see a crowd gathering by the town center, whispering and chattering. No one appears to know what's going on. Just then, royal knights from Lucarine march into the square.
It is with a heavy heart that we of Lucarine must terminate our treaty with the demi-human tribe of Camaria.
It's kind of cool how you have a Lucarine versus Lucarine pronunciation. So like the natives or the locals of Lucarine say Lucarine, but so far anybody I've seen that isn't from Lucarine pronounce it Lucarin. If that's actually like written in the script or is like that was how it was directed, that's kind of cool, because then you have like the locals versus the outsiders kind of view on the territory. When I went to university, there was a street that was read Dalhousie by all of us who weren't from the town, and from the university town, everyone called it Dalhousie. So just little differences like that just kind of make the world feel more real.
The Camaria have committed treason against the imperial throne by harboring safe passage to the heartless murderers of King Edward.
I really hate my nasal clicks. I glance over to Lucas, our eyes widening in shock. How did they find out? What happened to the Camaria? Literally, how did they find out? Well, I guess it's, what's it called? Process of elimination?
Hey! We can't just sit here!
I know that! We prepare ourselves to run, but Kitsune puts a hand on each of our shoulders and shakes her head.
It's too risky. We need to lay low right now.
She tries to talk some sense into me, but none of her words reach me. I'm overwrought with deep guilt. Yeah, I was kind of the one who was like, yeah, lies. Well, I guess it wasn't a lie, but what we said kind of initiated them. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I have to go to the Crystal Forest.
Let this be a warning to all. Anyone who aids these fugitives will face the same fate as Camaria. Think twice before you cross King Harrison. We expect full cooperation.
I shake off Kitsune and run towards the fire. My heart races. This can't be happening. The advisors would never accept this. Harrison was essentially declaring war against the demi-humans. It's the Lagoos. As I reach the Crystal Forest, the horrific scene plays out like a horror movie. Reverberating screams pierce my eardrums. The flames are immense, swallowing those who come close, leaving corpses burnt and dried on the ground. Any Camaria who tries to contain the flames with magic is cut down by soldiers of Lucarine. Even the most elite warriors of this powerful tribe stand no chance against such a cruel ambush. In the middle of the chaos, the guardian stands still, refusing to avert her eyes from the horror, until she senses our eyes on her and turns to meet our gaze. Upon recognizing us, she is livid.
This is all because of you.
And she's not wrong. The air is heavy and our spirits are low. Kitsune left for Lucarine to gather intel on the current situation, but is yet to return, and 2 days have passed already. I can only hope that she isn't doing anything too reckless, and that nothing bad has happened to her. A new addition to our group sits at the foot of the bed, a cloak hiding her unusual features. Much like how demi-humans harbor a strong hatred towards humans, humans aren't too fond of interacting with them either. It's best to keep her identity hidden for now.
It's all my fault. If we hadn't tricked you, there would have been no need for bloodshed.
Only a handful of demi-humans survived the ambush. They gathered together and met with the Oracle to discuss on how to handle the Guardian's betrayal. She had helped 2 of Lucarine's most wanted criminals escape. Technically 3. Even if she had been deceived into trusting them, there was no minor offense.
In aiding the human fugitives, you have not only endangered your brethren, but you have placed our tribe in a vulnerable position.
Oracle sounds young.
Our relationship with Lucarine is now strained, and for that, I sentence you to be exiled from Kamaria.
Well, we don't know how they actually age, so maybe she is old. I don't know. Forget me. Because of us, the former Guardian is now exiled from the only home she's ever known. Fate is a cruel mistress. With nowhere else to go, Lucas insisted that she join us. I didn't protest. It's the least we could do to make things right. Prick. The silence is tense and unnerving. Emotions are high. We aren't so different after all, are we? How should I address you? I try reaching out to her. I still don't know her name.
Amaris is fine. And no, we are nothing alike.
She still sees us as villains. All of us were thrust into an ill-fated narrative. It's no wonder she doesn't trust us. But even so, I feel like if we could just talk things out, maybe we could come to an understanding. Now's my chance. I need to apologize for everything. I'm so sorry. We never should have tricked you if we knew it would lead. We never would have tricked you if we knew it lead to this.
I understand that you are not directly at fault for what happened to the Crystal Forest. It was your ignorant ruler who made that heartless decision. But running away from your crimes and dragging the Kamaria into your problems was foolish. There is a reason laws exist. It is to make sure that no one is exempt from the consequences of their actions.
Amaris is still under the impression that I killed King Edward. That we're fugitives running from our just incarceration.
If you are truly sorry, you will turn yourselves in.
Let's be honest. She's one of us now. I should tell her the truth. She would understand. I smile sadly.
And please enlighten me.
It's easy to judge when you don't know the full situation.
This is going to be a long story.
So, you are saying that he really is of royal blood, and his own uncle is after his head, while you, yourself, happen to a victim of mutiny. That would explain why he resorted to such drastic measures.
I promise you, I'll make things right.
If you are indeed the sole heir to King Edward, reclaim your throne. You must undo what injustice has been done. If King Harrison was willing to destroy the Kamaria tribe merely to further his agenda, there's no telling what else he might do.
Her conversation sparks rebellion in Amaris. There's fire in her eyes.
I want to help you, I really do. But I'm not an heir. I'm not a prince. I'm just some kid the king picked up off the streets. There's no way anyone would believe me.
His shoulders are tumbling. No matter where we run, it's clear that anyone who involves themselves with us will meet only misfortune. Harrison made that clear when he burned down the Crystal Forest. But even so, can we really ignore what he's doing to the Lucarine we love so much? Is there nothing we can do? Lucas, even if we run, will we ever really be free from King Harrison?
What else can we do? We have to try. We don't deserve to keep living like fugitives.
Why are you humans all so selfish? There is no telling what else he is capable of. Yet all you think about is yourselves. Only you can stop this.
The only good thing about Harrison is that, to our knowledge, he doesn't have like some mighty power or some legendary weapon or something. The only thing he has is the power of the king or power over people. Which is a normal power, not like a superpower. The argument is heating up. I need to tip the scale. Time to tip the scale! I really want to side with Amaris, not gonna lie. Would it really be impossible for you to dethrone him? Actually, no. I should have saved before that. I kind of want to know what happened before. Would it really be impossible for you to dethrone him? We can't keep pretending that it isn't within the realm of possibility.
Even if I try, there's no proof that I'm of royal blood. No one in their right mind would accept me as the heir to the throne when my name's been slandered like this.
Lucarine is the oldest, if not the first human civilization in our world. Your very founding legend tells of a power only you can harness to claim your birthright. Do you even know your own history?
No.
What are you talking about?
He was picked up off the streets. You think he knows his history? He just knew he learned he was a prince like last week.
An old legend of Lucarine.
Whoops. Looks like I have terrible timing. You could cut the tension in here with a knife.
I love her. Our personal ninja jumps in through the window, a habit she doesn't seem to care about breaking. Kitsune! I was starting to think that you weren't coming back.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
Thank God.
What's the damage?
Lucas looks thankful for Kitsune's timely appearance, as he finally has an excuse to end his discussion with Amaris. We all wait eagerly, hoping Kitsune brings good news.
Harrison's coronation is in 2 weeks. Once he's formally appointed as King of Lucarin, things are going to change drastically. My informant told me he's planning to seize Istria, Segastris, and Tasmanu, and that's only the beginning. He's planning on devouring all of the smaller regions to have them in his arsenal.
What?
I said...
Sorry, I was laughing at the face. This is... Oh, it's just so good. It's just so good. The timing and how it's done. It's so cute, too. She looks like she's pouting. No, I heard you. I just didn't think it would come to this. Harrison is extending his territory. He doesn't just want Lucarine. He wants more. He wants total control of the surrounding kingdoms. From the sound of it, he's ready to take them by force if anyone is opposed. If anyone
What about
is
my people?
to oppose.
Any
Frick.
news?
We still don't know what happened to the rest of the Camarilla. Even after the fire, all we'd heard so far is that the few surviving members of the tribe were trying to salvage their relationship with Lucarine. From her expression, I can tell that what she's going to say isn't exactly pretty.
The Kamaya tribe has been completely erased. You're the sole survivor. I'm so sorry.
No, that can't be. The Oracle! Mila, Oriana, my sisters!
The situation was far worse than we had thought. Harrison had not only shown the demi-humans no mercy, he had commanded genocide. There was a long, uncomfortable pause. Amara sits back down and buries her face in her hands, closing the world out. Kitsune reaches out to her, but I shake my head. Nothing we could possibly say or do would ever make up for this. At last, Lucas clenches his hand, walks over, and gently sits next to Amaris.
If, and this is a big if, I did want to prove I was the rightful heir to the throne and end Harrison's rule, how would I do it?
Long ago, when humans first set foot in these lands, species from all over the world graced them with gifts beyond their wildest dreams. These humans were capable of harnessing magical ether, and they were blessed as any magical race you see today. But greed soon corrupted their hearts. They wanted more. Playing their part in this world was simply not enough. They wanted to rule over all. The first king, Adam, and his wife, Eve, tried their best to maintain a peaceful coexistence between humans and the other beings of this world. But they underestimated the malice of the human mind. They couldn't stop their own people from creating an atrocity, the Silver Shard. Many people were sacrificed in the Shard's creation, their magical resources and cores torn apart, drained, and stolen. To make sure this power would never fall into the wrong hands, King Adam and Queen Eve unleashed a curse at the cost of their own lives. Whoever touches the shard shall lose their life, their soul never to return. Years go by, and slowly, surely, no other humans have ever dared seek out the shard. As legend has it, only a true descendant of Adam and Eve would be able to wield the shard's powers once again.
But that's just a fairy tale. A bedtime story for kids.
Maybe that's what they want you to think.
Lucas looks around, exasperated. He's still unconvinced. Well, I mean, making something that seems like a fairy tale is a good way to get people to not believe it.
This is absurd. I can't honestly believe all this. Hey, help me out here. You're the only sensible one in this room.
Am I really now?
Why are you running away when you have the ability to save your own people?
I'm not running away. There's no way that...
Lucas and Amaris continue to argue. In all my time studying as an Imperial scholar, I had never encountered any evidence that the Silver Shard exists. But if it does... Where's the Silver Shard now?
The Oracle knows.
You mean the dead one. But the Oracle's gone. The room falls silent. Even if the Silver Shard is real, we have no way to locate it. And the only person who knew of its location has already been executed.
I think I might know someone who can solve our problem.
I think I know who you're thinking of.
Don't tell me.
And we'll save it here.
You're back? Sorry, but I've got a strict no refund policy.
Oh, I saved one here. There we go. And we'll see you next time.